All right, guys, back in the shop. Welcome back to All Four Wheels. So right here in the garage right now, we got Betty Blue, and we need to do a water pump on it. This is one of the easiest water pumps you can do on the old 5.3. Doesn't matter if it's the Suburban, Tahoe, or pickup truck variant. They're all the same, so I'm going to dig into this really quick. Get y'all set up on the tripod here and get to work showing y'all what you came here to see. All right, first and foremost, you want to remove any interference. So the first thing I want to remove is this air intake tube. We have a flathead right here and a flathead there, or you can use an 8mm. Let's go ahead and get these out of the way. Loosen this up. I already have this one here at the throttle body loose, so we'll pull straight forward like that. Get that hose pulled back off the mass airflow sensor. And there we go. There's our intake tube out of the way. There's usually another clamp right here, but I had that off for something else already. Get it out of the way. All right, so next thing we want to do is get a pan underneath of it and remove this upper radiator hose so we can remove our fan shroud. Get it out of the way. We could also pull it aside like that, but we're going to end up disconnecting this anyways. All right, let's get this clamp off. Hopefully I got this set up pretty good with y'all on the tripod without getting my big head in the way so much. Really could have used the hose clamp pliers. But this is a quick and dirty job. It's really easy, but just to give y'all a little backstory. The weather forecast is calling for a ton of snow. It's 20 degrees outside and freezing temperatures here in beautiful northeast North Carolina, and unfortunately my wife has to go to work tomorrow, so I would rather drive her in this truck than one of our other trucks. Man, this hose is on here. So I think it's all hype. Have yet to see any snowfall. There we go. Ah, nice. That sounds like it's hitting the pan. But, you know, my theory is every time we have these weather events, it's just an economic stimulus package. It gets people to go out, spend a bunch of money on food and supplies they normally wouldn't buy because they feel like they're going to be snowed in. Oh, Lord, there's going to be 8 to 10 inches of snow. Everybody goes out, spends a ton of money, and then once it comes along, it ends up being maybe 1 or 2 inches, and you don't even get a day off of work. So that's how it is around here. Up north, people are used to getting a ton of snow, and they salt the roads real well, and they just go to work. Here, unless we get a good amount, we do the same. All right, so let's get this shroud off. I've already taken off the top 2 bolts here and here. So there's some little Christmas tree clips holding the upper half and the lower half together. So let me get those out of here, and then we'll be able to get y'all into the water pump itself. All right, now we have a whole lot more room. We can see what's going on. You got the fan exposed. If it's a later model, it's gonna have E-fans, so you won't have all this interference. But this is a 2000, so it has just a regular clutch fan. Let's go ahead and get the belt off. Zoom in here. We're going to get to this tensioner pulley right here. So we'll go ahead, and I believe it's a 15 mil or 18 mil. Let me go ahead and put a wrench on it. I'll let y'all know, and we'll get the belt out of the way. And we have 2 heater hoses. Here's your heater hoses, come down to the side of the thermostat housing on the water pump. We got to get those off, and the lower radiator hose is straight down. All right, I was right the first time, 15 mil. Rotate it clockwise just like that. Slip the belt off. Just like that. And there we go. We've got the belt out of the way, just about. Come on. Right over this fan. My new 2500 6.6 gas has a clutch fan like this. Not really a fan of them. I like the E-fans. All right, belt's out of the way. Spin the fan now. Let's go ahead and get that lower radiator hose. Mine has just a regular screw type hose clamp on it. Someone's been in here before. It's probably not the original water pump. Let's see if I can grab this hose and twist it. There it goes, a big mess. All right, all going down to the catch pan though, so it should be good. And little on the floor, always is. Okay, and we have the regular style clamps on the heater hoses. All right, look at me, I'm being a horrible host. Let me get y'all in here closer. So this is what I'm talking about on the side of the water pump housing. Got these two hoses coming in and we got two clamps. And this is where the lower radiator hose connects. So we just took that off, letting it drain. So we're gonna get these two off right here. And we have 3 water pump bolts right there that hold it to the block. And we should have 3 more right there. You see it? 1, 2, 3. So we're going to get to those. So let's go ahead and pop these off real quick. Let me set y'all down for a second. All right, I've already broken the bolts loose on the water pump. The 6 bolts, there's 3 on each side like I showed y'all earlier. So I'll go ahead and quickly get them off the rest of the way. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, supposed storm coming, blah, blah, blah. But the big thing is with this truck right now is it's got a leak from the water pump. That's why I'm replacing it. And because of that, it doesn't have heat, right? So it's not flowing through the heater cooler because it's leaking coolant. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of. So it is cold outside. They got that part right. Be in the teens, low teens, 20s today, and just drop down to the teens or whatever tonight. They got the cold part right. And I like heat. And just hang on this last bolt. All right, so it should come with the bolts with it. Should have everything disconnected. Maybe. Let's hold this up. Wants to hold up. I said, yeah, took everything out. And it's just pulleys in the way. All right, so here it is. Leaking and spilling everywhere. But there it is with the clutch fan still on it. And the reason I did that is I tried taking this off. And the best thing I can think to do is jam something in the water pump, if I can, and remove it. All right, get out the way. Oh yeah, look at how bad she was. Check this out. That bearing is gone. Doesn't sound great either. All right, so let's try to get this clutch fan off. Remove it right here, but what I'm thinking is if I take off this back cover, I can jam something in there in the impeller and hopefully get this nut broken loose. All right, we have cleaned up the mating surfaces on the block, removed the fan and clutch, and cleaned the hardware and set the gaskets in place hanging on the back of the hardware. So we do still need to transfer the belt tensioner to right here above the thermostat housing. But we'll go ahead and install the water pump as it is right now with no bracketry on it or anything, and the fan out of the way. Get these 6 bolts tightened down. These are 10 mil head, and then we'll install the rest of it. Okay, the water pump is on, all bolted in place. The heater hoses and lower radiator hose are connected. I've got the belt in place, you can see here. So what I like to do is go ahead and put my ratchet on the tensioner, and what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll push down on this ratchet to rotate the tensioner down, give myself some slack, and I'll put this part of the belt under where it goes as I turn. Does that make sense? So go ahead, see if I can do this one-handed. Pushing. About to feed the belt under. Yeah, it's tight. All right, can't do it one-handed. I can't get that underneath there, but let me get right back. All right, I just needed a little bit more rotation out of the tensioner. I wasn't pushing down enough, but there you go. Now you can see the belt goes under here, underneath this idler, around the top of the tensioner, down to the crankshaft, up and around the crankshaft and the water pump pulley, and power steering, alternator. Okay, fans back on. And if I forgot to mention earlier, this is a right-handed thread, not a left-handed thread. I was thinking of something else, don't know, but yeah, it's a right-handed thread. So you go ahead and just tighten it on, good to go. All right, so I'm topping it off now. Got some distilled water, 50-50 mixed with the antifreeze. Everything's all buttoned up under the hood. Suck it in with the vacuum system like this right here. It's pretty easy to set up. You just draw a vacuum on the system with your air line here, and then you'll close it off, open the valve, let it pull the coolant in so you don't have any air bubbles. And looks like everything's going from, it'll suck the hoses flat, so they're almost inflated now. Looks like the system is almost full. Our needle's about to 0, and we're going to go ahead and start it up after this. Okay, so the water pump job went well. Took my wife to work. I guess they did call the snow right. We didn't get quite as much as thought we were going to get, or they were claiming that we were going to get, but as you can see, it's pretty well covered and temperatures look good. Truck's driving great. Like I said, easy water pump job, y'all. Don't be scared. See y'all next time. Thanks for watching.